This is what we call a 2x4, otherwise known as the Big Donger.
I first met David Neher back in 2008 or 2009. He got me one of my first acting jobs, a small part as a waiter dressed like a mustard bottle for an HBO Funny or Die series, The Amazing Adventures of David and Jenny. He also started dating one of my Flap Jackson teammates, Marissa Pinson. They're married now and expecting their first baby. I was expecting a little baby of my own, a bundle of joy called Acting Tips Season 2, and found myself laboring to renovate the studio space in time. It was my pride and joy. I was investing everything into this. I was riding all my hopes and all my dreams on this show. Season 2 had to be the best season yet. And so far, it was failing to take shape. So I called my friend David and asked him to help.
Fuck off! Fuck off! I couldn't find parking!
Good to see you.
The world's a stage, you dumb idiot!
I don't know, it's kind of cool in here. Wow, welcome back to Acting Tips, folks. What an episode we have, and a fantastic guest we have today. I've got some building projects here in the works in the studio because I'm behind. I'm behind schedule. So it's gonna be nothing but elbows and buttholes today, as my dad used to say. That's when guys are working.
I try to stay healthy. I do yoga. I thought we were friends. And some dance. When are you gonna tell the world about your butthole?
I sort of mentioned it in an episode already.
I mean, I think people probably are curious why you lost 50 pounds.
It was time to tell the world about my butthole. In the spring of 2017, while playing baseball, I attempted a pop-up slide and landed violently on my own spikes. I popped up with a severe anal fissure, which is basically a torn butthole. It's exactly as painful as it sounds. Here I am hiding the pain from my teammates. The injury was failing to heal, and I ultimately had to have surgery. I was in pain for over a year, and I lost 40 pounds because I couldn't eat. Well, I could eat. I just couldn't. All right, here we are with David. David, we've laid out some choices for you. We've got 4 choices for different projects. We could do some building projects today. I want to know what you would like to work on.
I guess I want to know which one is most pressing. Like, which would make your life better the fastest. You know what I mean?
The very first one, this desk shelf reclaimed half-pipe wood. I'm going to build an interview desk, basically, and it's going to be on wheels. And it's going to go right over there, and there's going to be some like shelves behind it. So there's like 2 different pieces that we could kind of start to tackle.
Okay.
And it's basically that area. There's going to be a place for...
How do you tear your butthole playing baseball? How does that even happen? You get the lip of it caught on the corner of a base or something? Gross. Probably looks like a frickin' calamari gone wrong.
I can pull it out, and it's my interview desk.
Very cool. Okay, so mobile acoustic sound wall on wheels. No, that sounds like not any fun. BMX kicker ramp restoration. You know, you need to buckle down and actually do some real work. Paper backdrop hanging contraption. Nah. None of these really sound fun, but I think I'm gonna go with A. Desk shelf with reclaimed half-pipe wood.
Well, after David made a selection, it was time for these city boys to get to work. Let's see what they're made of when they have to roll up their sleeves and get their little hands dirty. But first, Joe sat down with David for a little actor interview.
We've got a great guest today, David Neher.
Hi, everyone. Is cord gonna be right in my... this is some of the best parts of my face. I'm loving that.
So, David, let me tell you why I asked you to be on the show. Not only are you one of the funniest people I know, one of the most talented actors and comedians, you've been on many shows. Were you on The Office?
No.
Parks and Rec.
You really don't know.
Community? What were you on?
I was like Community. You haven't seen my reel? You gotta go to davidneher.com.
Gotta refresh. Do you have a website?
Yeah. I recently got a website.
Did you?
Not a lot of viewership.
Get any traffic going?
Nah. Not a ton, but one like January after my New Year's resolution, I was like, I'm going to be an actor. I'm going to really go, full on, put all of my work online. So it's there.
Is it helping?
I don't know. I feel like most of the views are from Oklahoma, which is where my family lives.
Yeah.
And then like some LA.
You know what's hurt me recently is I'm so mad at everyone from where I'm from, because you get a lot of support from back in that community, I feel like, generally.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
I can't stay on Facebook because I keep getting in arguments with everyone, and I find those are the people that want to watch your stuff.
Totally.
And it's a bummer. I'm like, I'm done with Facebook. I'm like, I pulled the plug. I'm out of there.
Yeah.
Mark Zucker turd. That
Hit
guy
the bricks.
sucks. Hit the bricks. We need Tom.
God, where is Tom when we need him?
Tom was a guy you could trust.
He was always your friend.
He was everybody's friend.
I kept him in my top 8. Number 1. Today we're going to be making a desk shelf combination made out of reclaimed skateboard wood. Now, an important thing to keep in mind when you're building a desk / shelf made out of reclaimed... Come on, man!
David, can I tell you why I had you over?
I'd love to know.
I've been trying to build this studio, and I've got a few projects to finish, and I hit a wall, so to speak. Right after I built these big acoustic sound walls, I hit a wall.
Oh my God. A figurative wall.
A figurative wall. And suddenly I found it. I have got a few projects to finish. If I could just finish those projects, I would feel like the studio is like ready to be used.
Yeah.
But right now I'm like editing things I've shot, and I'm still working on this place.
Yeah, you got to get this. You got to do one thing at a time. Let's build this place.
Now, see, my dad always told me tackle everything at once.
Bad advice. That is bad advice. My dad said never join the military.
Really?
That was like the one, he was pretty much let me live my life however I wanted, but that was definitely something he was serious about.
And in hindsight...
Because he was in the military.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it screwed him up.
Oh.
I mean...
Did he see...
He's okay now, but...
Combat?
Yeah. He was off the coast of Vietnam, in the Navy on a boat, and they were shelling. And he wasn't the one that was actually loading the shells.
Oh,
but
boy.
He heard the people screaming, dying, and a shell went off in his ear one time, and he still wakes up hearing that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
War.
Don't join the military.
You know what I've often said about war? What is it good for? Absolutely nothing.
Good God. Can you imagine writing music during that? People are being forced to go to war and kill people, and then you're like, good God. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. And you're serious about that.
Yeah.
I don't want to go to war.
Ugh, what a crazy. It's very scary, and it seems like war is one of the things our chief exports. It seems
It's
to
sad,
me
yeah.
that the military dictates a lot of our economy, and like you were saying, don't go in the military, but it's weird because it's great jobs.
Yeah,
Or
if you
something.
can make it, if you can escape PTSD and all those suicidal thoughts and things.
Isn't the trick to be you're real smart, so you...
Yeah, there are ways. Yeah, exactly. Or you're a pilot.
Yeah.
Or an engineer or something. You're dispatch.
Dispatch to base.
This is
My
base.
God,
What
I
can
still wake up thinking about it. Dispatch!
I wanted to be the base, and then we could. Now, the important thing to keep in mind when you're building a desk / shelf out of reclaimed skateboard ramp wood is that you gotta have a plan. And that's where I come in. And I'm Stan the man with the plan.
Nice. I should come up with a name like that.
Yeah, it doesn't even have to be your real name, it just needs to rhyme. So
You gonna use Stan?
I'm going with Stan. Stan the man, yeah. So you could be like something that rhymes with boards.
Gourds. Gourds the boards? How about,
Gordon the Boardman? I hate that.
I'm Gordon the board man.
I love laughing at inappropriate things.
Okay, well, let's not talk about that too much. David, let's get to some acting tips. First of all, do you have any acting tips for us? Because what I've been finding is 12 years into my career, the future is bleak.
Golly. You know, I've had limited success.
And you're like the funniest dude ever.
Oh, thanks.
You got to follow him on Instagram, guys.
I don't have to be funny right now, though, right?
No, you don't have to be funny.
Okay. Honestly, I would say an actor's tip, a tip for actors, is find other things that you like other than acting.
Skateboarding. BMX. Playing guitar.
Friends, family.
Well, skateboarding, BMX. Yeah.
You're a solitary man, aren't you?
Yeah.
Why don't we hang out more?
Because we don't live that far away.
We don't.
I don't do a lot of things, and right now I'm like so busy working on this. It's kind of like it's all consuming right now.
Well, I'm glad I came.
But I wish we would hang out more. I keep wanting to do a poker night here. I've been saying that for literally years.
You have.
Every time I see these guys, I'm like, poker night.
Yeah, Joe. I'll see you at next year's holiday party. Seriously, it's sad. I think, like, this year I was like, I'm just going to say I'm a... You just totally blocked my... That's an actor's tip right there. Know your camera.
Yeah.
You know, cheat out.
Find it. Find
your light. Find your
Hit
lens.
those marks.
But I was like, I'm a part-time actor. Like, in my mind, like, that's not all I am as an actor. So I don't, like, kind of grade my, like, life score on, like, how many jobs I get or whatever. Because, frankly, it's not going well, you know, as far as, like, the acting.
Yeah, it's sort of amazing. You can have a lot of success one minute. You can be on Community.
Yeah.
And then the next, it's like, geez Louise, what am I doing out here?
Yeah. Honestly, it is kind of like an existential crisis. Like, if I'm not acting, then I'm not an actor, then I don't have a profession, then I'm just a man.
And then what?
God, then I die.
It was time to lay out some of our materials to see where we stand as far as the wood situation goes.
So what we're going to do now is lay out some of our materials, see where we stand as far as the wood situation goes.
So I think this is a good piece that we could use.
Yeah, I honestly, it seems like kind of short.
Well, I was thinking more, it has a few scratches on it. We might want to use this one.
Yeah, well, I honestly don't know what we're doing. Oh my God, you just made me really uncomfortable with that question. Find something else you love to do, other stuff to make your life fulfilling, because it's like if you count on acting, the most inconsistent profession for the majority of people, like if you count on that for your like self-worth, then you're going to feel worthless. So I like to do a little trick where I forget that I'm an actor.
You just really nailed a feeling I couldn't put my finger on, and that feeling is worthless.
That's how you feel.
Yeah, I think a lot of like doing a lot of this stuff is a way that I've tried to counteract the feeling of worthlessness.
Yes, and it works.
Yeah.
I'll have like one little solo project in the works, and it'll be like, yeah, who are you getting text from now? Same person?
I got mentioned by Ben Schwartz
Oh, no
on
shit.
Twitter. Because I was
Can someone please take this dance montage and put it behind new music? Maybe the yodeling kid, maybe Fleetwood Mac, maybe some other viral thing.
he's talking about the earliest show. It was a great show we did. See, that's the thing. And like Ben Schwartz and Lauren Lapkus did the earliest show and then continued doing projects. You know, it's like it never stopped. And for me, it was like, remember when I did that?
Yeah, where's the Joe Hartzler? Where's the
Yeah,
bump?
I'm going to bring my manager on the show and talk to him about what my career's doing.
That's a great idea. Are you
Because
really?
I keep being like, listen, I've got this stuff. I should be pitching projects. Like, I keep auditioning for stuff, and I don't think I'm good at that. They go, he's just another silly guy.
Yeah.
Goofball.
You're going in there and you're saying, I love yummy sandwiches.
I love yummy sandwich. You watch the show. That's the best compliment. That's the biggest compliment you can give.
I love yummy sandwiches.
Scott Bell's episode is so good.
That's my favorite thing.
Yeah, but I feel like I should be pitching shows and trying to and doing
maybe.
something different. I don't know.
Honestly, you don't stand a chance. You don't stand a chance.
I know.
You're not gonna pitch anything. You're not gonna sell anything. You might get a pitch.
Well, here's what I'm gonna
You
keep
won't
doing.
sell it.
You know what my plan is? I'm throwing myself into this.
Okay. You don't stand a chance.
Hey, I want to cut this short because we have so much I want to do.
Okay,
In
great.
fact, I want to do some building projects.
I feel like you haven't really scratched the surface of like what I have to offer. As
Maybe
like,
we
an
should get a few
actor
more
versus
tips
this.
from you.
Yeah, it's like go in there. You want to own the room.
Yeah?
You want to say, hey, I don't give a fuck. You know? Is this all the wood you got?
Do you think we need more?
Yeah, I do.
Because there's going to be like a shelves here,
Yeah.
and then we're going to have a desk.
What would the shelves be made of? This?
We've got a lot of these.
Yeah, it's not gonna do it.
As we went through our materials, it became apparent we weren't quite ready to tackle our project just yet. There's some more wood out back, but we have to harvest it from, it's the last portion of the half-pipe ramp.
Is this an emotional thing for you?
No.
Our materials inventory had revealed major flaws in our plan, so we cut our jeans into Daisy Dukes and had another meeting. You really can't have too many meetings.
What you've just described to me is about a week-long job where I'm from. Cause you...
Boy, I'll tell you, David, it gets any hotter working out here. I'm going to have to cool off. Okay, so that's the plan.
We got the plan. This is really gonna be good.
These boys ain't even broke a sweat. They're just farting around.
I think I found the wood. Okay, just like the ancient Indians of yore used to gather all the parts of the buffalo, and they'd eat the meat, they'd use the bones as drumsticks, they'd take the intestines out and use them as jump ropes. And so this is our buffalo. What a heap of junk. What a pile of trash. Shut up! This is resources. This is wood. And we're gonna use to make a project. And you have the nerve to call it trash? You know what? Get the heck off of my stage! Yeah, this is my stage. The world's a stage, you dumb idiot! And this wood isn't trash! It's materials! The spirit would release to be with the ancestors. Slice all the stuff out. They'd use every bit of that. They use the eyeballs for like games where you like have to hit each other.
Let's focus on the desk shelf, I think.
All right. So we're gonna build a desk shelf, and we're gonna need this wood. Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Oh my God, it's too heavy. Now, when your project partner steps away from the site, that gives you an opportunity to think about all the people in your life that you love and you're grateful for. Good job.
Got some gloves. So, boy, some of this wood is not bad. I'm gonna be able to use some of this.
Probably just take this top off so we can see what's happening.
Hey.
These spiders are like, hi, I live here. Please come out. There are a lot of spiders. See, yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Harvesting using what we have. Is this usable?
So you
Saw you out last night. You looked into your phone, turned away. Saw you out last night on the town. You ignored me to my face, but you heard the sound. You ignored me to my face, but you heard the sound I made. 14 months. I had been in pain for 14 months. But finally, it looked like it might get better. I hadn't been booking anything recently, but it didn't matter that day. We were the boys of summer. And you can't take that away from us. We didn't live over in Beverly Hills, but we were actors, damn it. We might not know where our next job is coming from, but we give them hell day in and day out. I'm not saying acting is anything noble. I'm just saying.
When you work hard, you feel good about what you accomplish, and man, there's nothing like getting
Really getting in there. And Joe, thank you for having me on. I'm a big fan of acting tips, and I look forward to see what's to come, because really you just never know what to expect with this guy.
Next time on Acting Tips, Joe builds an interview desk.
You can see here, it's gonna be square-ish.
freaking wiener.